When Harry Potter fans encounter you in the street, do you get the feeling they hate you or love to hate you?
What do you find?
I don't get noticed in the streets.
Because you're so slim.
I have to say, you look more svelte.
I know.
Than the other films. What's happened?
Just lost weight, you know, just like that.
Where'd it go?
Was that a problem? Because, I mean, your character is implicitly meant to be chubby chap.
Yeah, well, I did wear a fat suit in the film, which got bigger every film. And that's how I got bigger, really.
Fiona, what sort of reactions do you get?
If children are being carried by their mothers and the mothers are walking ahead, the children often start crying if they see me. And the mother doesn't know why the child is crying.
Do you get fan mail, hate mail? How does it work?
I get fan mail, but it goes through Leaveston, so I don't get anyone to hate mail.
What sort of nice things do people say to you?
Well, some people say how, I like your other films you've done. And I was like, what other films? Because I haven't done Harry Potter.
So have you had anything nasty sent to you or any...
No, I get a lot of birthdays. People want things signed for their birthdays.
Yeah. Do you know, it's moved brilliantly on to my next question, which was, I mean, how has your popularity soared amongst children, nephews, nieces?
Deep respect.
Yeah?
Yeah, and not a little fear.
Yes.
I know how they feel.
What about you? What experience you've had with some of your younger rellies?
There's some that they just can't believe it. My father lives in Ireland, and cars go slowly past his house because they say that Harry Potter's grandfather lives in there. He's entirely
They've got it really wrong, haven't they?
by this existential fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? How's it sort of changed your life on every level?
It really, because I don't get noticed, it hasn't really changed my life a lot.
No, but I'm just saying, amongst your peers, though, there's that knowledge that you're... because
Sorry.
I mean, do you miss out on the fact that you're not with, like Daniel is, with a gang of kids?
Yeah,
and actually all your bits are separate. You film with him a bit at the start, and then you don't see all the others.
No, I really do want to go in Hogwarts. I want to go into Hogwarts.
We want to go to Hogwarts. We want to see what all this
like
fuss
sports
is about.
day.
What about, like,
Well, I asked Joanne Rowling, you know.
Like Parents' Day? Or...
But yes, the Founders' Day.
Yeah.
We said, why can't the Dursleys go to the Hogwarts on the Founders' Day and see Harry Potter in his school? And she said, I don't know why. But I said, so then they can go. She said, no. I think it would be a disaster.
Yes, jumping the shark. Jumping the shark, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
OK, now, Pam, what were your feelings about joining what is some regard as one of the nation's most awful families?
Sheer terror, really.
Yeah.
Yes, sheer terror.
So no misgivings about it?
No, not at all, no.
And yet you have to suffer kind of facial hair, fangs and not a good hair colour. How did you feel about that?
I loved it. I do love it, because the good bit is when you take it off at the end of the long working day and you look comparatively OK underneath and you think, I'm not so bad after all.
Yeah. Do you think that the Dursleys aren't caricaturey, though?
No.
What, you breed bulldogs and look like a bulldog in it? Not now.
Do.
Not now you've got your special thing on.
Thank you. No, people do behave like this. I mean, frequently as actors, and I'm sure these other actors have experienced this, you'll see someone or meet someone and you'll say, if I put that on camera, no one would believe the extremity of it. These people aren't that extreme, really. It's just that we're looking at them through a particular lens.
But also, don't forget, there's been a progression through the films in the relationship. So that when you started out, Harry Potter was very much like Cinderella.
Yeah.
Then he went to Hogwarts and came back with some magic. And in the second movie, you then got this thing of him having powers and putting the family under pressure. And then in this third film, apart from the terrible things that happened to Aunt Marge, the whole house is, you know, shakes with fear because of what he might do.
Yeah.
As Harry Potter gets older, the Dursleys are more threatened. So they are turning from dominating him to being terrified of him. So the boot goes onto the other foot.
All your characters are obviously muggles, but if your characters could have one magical power, what do you think it would be?
I'm a very, very nosy, curious person, so I'd quite like to be able to be invisible occasionally and eavesdrop on various situations.
Yeah, and peek.
The royal family, for instance.
Yes.
That was a good one, actually.
That was a good one, wasn't it? The invisibility
John,
cloak seems to be a big favourite. Come on.
We'll go together.
I would like to be invisible too.
Yeah.
OK. I've actually been quite quiet this time, so go on. You can have a good question here. Go on.
It's the Dursleys.
Oh, come on. They're not. They're the actors.
I'm really scared of
It's
them.
the actors.
They're real.
No. Head off. Thank you very much, Dursleys, for joining us here.
That's what it is to be all mouth and no trousers,
It
isn't
is.
it? Yeah.
Sit.
I can't.